How does today find you?
What is the source of your power? Think carefully before you answer. Many adventurers point to their weapons, or their equipment, or to tomes of arcane might. Long ago, when my people were slaves of the Mogu Empire, we were forbidden from carrying any weapon at all. We were not fighters, and no one believed we could fight the Mogu without magic and steel. Until Kang, the Fist of First Dawn, opened our eyes. One day, the beloved monk issued a challenge to his fellow slaves. "Hit me!" he called out. Surprised, the beleaguered Pandaran slaves tried to strike Kang. One by one, they failed, for he intercepted their blows like a dancer and sidestepped their attacks like a reed in the wind. "Our backs are hardened by the whips of the Mogu," he told them. "Our arms are powerful from building their fortresses. Our minds are sharp from working alongside our enemy. You think the Mogu are stronger? I say we are their strength." The farmers, the bricklayers, the shepherds, the smiths, they all bowed before Kang. "Teach us," they said. "Teach us to fight." And when they rose as warriors. Your voice, your hands, these are the tools of true heroes. Use them well, and you can change the world.
Pandaria welcomes you. Eyes open.
You wish to learn of our last and greatest emperor, Shaohao. Oh, my friend, I do not have the time here to recount all of his adventures, but his actions 10,000 years ago resonate to this very day. We know that he purged his doubts in the Jade Forest, that he cleansed himself of despair in the Krasarang Wilds, that he overcame his fear in the town-long steppes, and that he defeated anger, hatred, and violence high in the mountains of Kunlai. This is known, and there are temples to mark these most sacred of places. But I want you to imagine standing in this very valley on the day he returned from his journey. Imagine being here when the gates opened for him. By then, our emperor was a creature of pure light. No doubts, no fears, no hatred. It is said that all the trees in the vale blossomed as he entered, and continue to blossom to this day. Would that we could all live like our most sacred emperor, that we could put aside all our burdens and exist in harmony with the cosmos. That, I believe, was his message to us before he became one with the land and hid Pandaria away from the terror of the Sundering. Thank you, dear Emperor.
How does today find you? Every good story needs a hero.
What do you fear most in this world? Have you conquered your fear? Or has your fear conquered you? In the ancient days before the sundering of the world, the Mogu emperors ruled over Pandaria. My people were made slaves, and they were afraid. The Mogu were masters of pain and torture, of dark magics and brutal weapons. No Pandaren, Hosen, or Jinyu could resist the power they held. And and my people were afraid. It was the Mogu who built the Serpent Spine. The most unlucky of slaves were sent to aid in its construction and defense, to be fodder for the Mantid, and my people were afraid. As the Empire grew, the Mogu began to experiment with the secrets of the Veil. They crafted terrible weapons of living flesh and stone, and my people were afraid. In their hubris, the Mogu never foresaw that their downfall lay in wait, not among their enemies, but among the oppressed, the day that one slave stood and was no longer afraid.